Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. I did not get a chance to play it all while I was busy this week. So we're right back where we left off in front of the town where the first dungeon was. We defeated our first Light Warden. We've realized we are the warrior of Vanta Black because we absorbed all their light. And now we are ready to move on to the next part of the main story. So let's just go right into it. Still don't trust this guy since we haven't seen his face. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. That makes me question. It's too bad it's raining. It doesn't look as bright as it was. But I'm curious as to whether or not the sky changes in-game as well. One thing I wanted to change was I kept advancing text accidentally on everybody last time, so I'm going to fix that real quick. I believe that is in system configuration. Nope. I don't know why they don't have them all in one menu, but there you go. Gotta be in here somewhere. That seems to be all the chat stuff. UI settings. It's for the help. Foundation Play Guide achievements. Control settings then? Here we go. Skip the playback of previously viewed stuff. Alright. I'll have to dig for this later, it looks like, because nothing's where you would anticipate it being, and the menus in this are not great. I'll just do my best not to click too fast through chats this week. Alright, the XR is looking ahead to the immediate future. Now, as for how we proceed from here, the villagers we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far from too distracted by the sky to worry about wounds or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the warrior of darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Lillian, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as the legendary warrior of darkness, I fear that no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Ulmor. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Vothri responds to all of this. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray, allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, the joy you surely brought into being. Ah, and I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. 'Tis my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of the Sin-Eaters. This unnamed champion defeated the Light Warden and has since departed for parts unknown. Yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although, I expect to be told the whole truth of it one day. About all of you. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the Pendants? Please let Ragi know that we're bringing in a number of injured, and that any restoratives in the market need to be reserved for the infirmary. That's right, we got new gloves when we were in that dungeon last time. Gonna want to check those out. We should start making our way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the Exarch. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holminster. We already went through the village top to bottom, Alice. We should all take the chance to rest, you included. Bet she's wanting to check on, what's-her-face. I knew one of those eaters, and I can't rest, not now. The second mini-boss was, the woman we met when searching for Alice. Alice just needs some alone time, it looks like. Alright, we have accepted the quest to go back to the Crystarium. Before we do that, let's take a peek at those gloves we got. They're the Lakeland Gloves of Healing. You can see in the bottom right their stats. Bunch of vitality, mind, critical hit, and spell speed all up. Critical hit in Final Fantasy XIV helps healers because you can crit on your heals and therefore heal more. And with the way they changed Scholars, I might be getting this wrong, but when a Scholar casts one of their spells that gives Galvanize, what it does is it heals the target and gives a shield of 125% of the hit points that were given back to the target. But if you do a critical hit on your heal, it also gives Catalyze on top of that, so it gives it a double shield. At least that's how I understand it working in the new expansion. Like I said, I might be getting that wrong though. Back to the gloves that we got. They're item level 390, so they're actually better than a lot of the gear we have. Other than the Skaven stuff that you can buy from doing your daily quest and getting special currency. It was the currency of Genesis, which they've discontinued giving out because now they give out the tombstones of Goetia. When I go back to a seller, they usually have a means to convert these discontinued currencies into the new currency. So we'll deal with that a little bit later. The other thing I got was the earrings. Yeah, so we got earrings, more vitality, more mind, determination, and piety. Again, item level 390, so better than the previous stuff that we had. Looks like when we get back to town, we should go ahead and heal as well. Or repair, not heal. Let's go ahead. Eos was our friend last time. We'll bring Celine out this time. And last time I just sort of ran right here because we were running against the clock with regards to the maintenance going on. So I might stop at Fort Job to attune to that Aetherite. And then, oh, there's a gemstone trader there too. So let's go there, see what we need with regards to our gemstones and what they trade. There's definitely something up with the Mount Roulette, because it always just gives me the same things. Alright. We've only seen this one once before, I think, so we'll stick with this guy. Plus, I just love the animation of just being carried around grumpily. It's like you caught a cat by the back of the neck. Which, if you own a cat, I believe you're not supposed to do that, so don't. If you ever see a cat carrying its kitten, the kitten looks just like that. Yeah, so we'll check out Fort Job before we head back to the Crystarium, which is right over here. So it's on the way. It's not like we're going out of our way to do this. I don't want to spoil stuff in previous expansions, but I always find that job title of Raubon's left arm a little insensitive, but very funny. Alright, Gemstone Trader. Cool. Let's see what they've got. And whether or not we can afford anything they have. Alright. Well, it looks like the only thing they sell at the moment, because we haven't gotten to that high of a level, is just some crafting stuff. I've not done any crafting yet, so I don't know if any of that is good or not, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go ahead, repair all of our stuff. And now that I'm thinking about it, item level 385, item level 375. So it is actually better than some of the stuff that we are using. The weapon is not. I went ahead and got the item level 400 weapon before the expansion came out. So let's go ahead and use this and see what it does. Alright, so we've got the Bright Linen Cyclist of Healing. So let's take a peek at how much that increases stuff. More defense, more magic defense. It is 10 item levels higher. Yeah, let's go ahead and equip that. And then, of course, the true endgame stuff is how good does it look. I think I still like the Alliance coat better. But it's still pretty badass looking. What else did we get? The weapon we don't care about. I already have the movable card. Here we go. Pants. Our pants are 375, so this would be better as well. Let's go ahead and use that. The gloves, we actually got better gloves now because of the dungeon, so we'll hang on to that. A new hat. Our hat is actually 390, so most likely it's better than what's in that box. Our belt is also 390, so we'll keep that where it's at. And our feet are 375, so yeah, let's go ahead and unlock that as well. So we'll change our pants, give us more defense. Fits the gear set that we have going at the moment, so does look pretty good together. And then these shoes also better. We'll go ahead and equip those as well. Now we update our gear set and we're good to carry on. So let's go ahead, sync to this aetheryte. Means we'll be able to travel here faster if our quests bring us this way. And then I saw a aether current up there, so we'll go ahead, get that, then teleport back to the Crystarium to find Alphanod. We'll just go ahead and do the return. Alright. And then there's Alphanod. So that was easy, at least. If you're a fan of Monster Hunter, this is what the Palico minion looks like. You have to complete the Monster Hunter tie-in quest, but it's actually really fun to do, so I highly recommend it if you haven't done it already. Yes, the Crystarium looks very ordered, as though nobody lives here. Alright, let's go find Bragi, who is up in the marketplace. So we can just go ahead and use the Aethernet to teleport there. I forget what it was called. Was it the Crystalline Mean? I think it was that. I was mostly right. Wasn't I? No, I was completely wrong. Alright. Teleport to the... I guess it was the actual markets. Still learning the new city. Okay, he's definitely in here. Before we track him down, though, I wonder if one of these shops is the means by which we can convert our what's the word I'm looking for? Currencies. Let's just take a quick peek while we're here. Don't think it'll be up there. Alright, the apothecary, culinarian, tool supplier, empty stall. And we'll take the little shortcut. Jeweler, armorer, arms merchant. It's not looking likely. Oh, maybe the material supplier. Nope, nope, they actually just sell stuff for crafters. Alright, well, let's finish this quest. I can always just teleport back to the last city that you would use those currencies in. But for now, let's go ahead, keep moving forward with the main quest. Yeah, they never would have had to sell a lantern before. let's go see what sort of interesting opportunities we can get at the Wandering Stairs. Which appears to be the local bar. So just like any sort of RPG worth its salt, you can find a bunch of quests at the local tavern. And looks like the expansion for Final Fantasy XIV is not going to be any different. Sila, more beer for table 2 and a couple of pints of mead for table 3. Coming right up. Sorry, we're rushed off our feet this evening, miss. Can I get you anything? Drinks are on the house. Oh, well, in that case. Oh, that Bragi has a twisted sense of humor. To think he'd send you to me at a time like this. The first real night in a near 100 years has folk all riled up and then some. What's more, there was that eater business at Holminster Switch. They say a light warden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the Warrior of Darkness who did the deed. It's Warrior of Antablack. I really must apologize for Glynard. Oh, I really must apologize for Glynard. He's been almost as rowdy as our patrons tonight. And a lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day, praised the blessed Shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again, an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones you run into on the road if your luck is foul. They're a danger to everyone, so the settlement council put bounties on their heads. And our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them were inspired by the warden slaying, even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters they've dubbed the Cardinal Virtues. The virtues showed up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, and when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors, well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our vulture hunters had all but given up, but knowing the Warrior of Darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the overhead sword is Granson. He's in it for revenge. Wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mistel lad is Lou Rec. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He's just lost a partner and seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Sarek. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtue he's after. Last we have Giet, dwarf and drunkard both. Wanted to join forces with a healer, and only a healer. Something about needing a mender's wisdom. That's the first time we've seen dwarves in 14. I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters. Who knows? Together you might even take down a virtue. Now there's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. Alright. So role quest is something new. Physical DPS, magical DPS, and healer roles. So we're a healer role. Alright, so in order to reach the final stages of the main scenario, we need to do at least one of these. So let's go ahead and do at least one. If they're fun, we'll do more. But since we're here now, Let's talk to Giat. Giat? Let's go Giat. Hardy-looking dwarf stands before you, draining a flagon of ale remarkably swiftly, given the helmet. In Final Fantasy lore, dwarves never go anywhere without their helmets. Lowly ho! The name's Giat. We'll definitely return the greeting. See, now that's a greeting. Lally-ho's aside, just who are you anyway? I dare say I'd remember someone like yourself if we'd ever met. You're from the same strange land as the Crystal Exarch, you say? Well, well, well. He's an odd sort, the Exarch is. He knows things, right? And he's got some sort of mystical power. Don't suppose you're the same, are you? Because I could use someone with powers the like of which this world has never known. I'm hunting sin eaters, you see. Well, one in particular. A healer, and not half bad at the job, eh? I like your confidence, and I wish I could take your word for it, since you sound like just what I was looking for, but I have to ask you to prove it. There's no need for that. Listen here, the Sin Eater I hunt ain't your average abomination. You can't blame me for wanting to make sure that I'm not leading you to your grave. That would be bad for both of us. So you get yourself on over to the Forest of the Lost Shepherd, and we'll see what you've got. Alright. So, we can speak to the manager to take our rest. Let's do that first, then we'll deal with these role-specific quests. It's a nice new touch with the expansion. Never had ones that were specific to just the role. At least not that I can remember anyway. It is interesting to see just how little people there are around now that the game has been out for a little while. Everybody's way ahead of me in terms of content. Looks like our friend Artbert is back.
Well, I did warn you. I followed you to Yulmore and then on to Armorang, and I was there when you slew the Light Warden.
We did see him there. In the background of the cutscene.
Those white-haired twins who were with you. I remember them from our battle in the Source. Are they your friends then? Through thick and thin? Aye. Then I suggest you keep them close. When you charge ahead trying to save someone else that you end up losing those you love. Not that you need telling, I'll bet you've lost plenty. But I wonder, what will it cost you this time? I don't remember when it was that I learned regret wasn't worth the bother. You get numb to it all over the years. The
This guy seems fun.
Suppose. Just more nagging burdens to ignore.
So this is what the light was hiding.
We saw her on her way
She's here.
here.
I must go to her.
She told us we weren't ready. I wonder if we're the she is referring to. Meanwhile, inside an Imperial Magitech facility in the Source. Source is our world, don't forget.
Intruders! Turn out and fight them! Out of my way! Stay your weapon. We are not your enemy. When the alarm sounded, I wondered what we had done to betray our presence. But I see now we are not the only intruders. Sir Estinian, I presume. The dragoon who plucked the warrior of light from the jaws of death. Your armor is most distinct. Much as yours once was. But even without it, I see a former legator still has eyes and ears in unexpected places.
Gaius was the enemy
Veil, sir, in the flesh. Though I understand you prefer Shadowhunter.
in the first game, the base AAR.
You are in contact with the science, I take it.
And then Estinian was a friend that we made and assisted
Through no
in
choice of
Heaven's
my
Word.
own, they tracked me down and conscripted me to their cause. I swear the receptionist was trained as a spy. Not that anyone can escape that Baldassian woman once she has caught the scent of your ether.
That is Tartaro he is referring to.
Resorted to using freelancers, I must assume their attempts to wake the afflicted have failed. And what of their champion? Away on another business. Thus, it has fallen to me to root out any trace of the Empire's new weapon. If it is Black Rose you seek, you are too late. My people have already completed your mission here. Yet this is but one factory among many. When they caught wind of our efforts, they built additional facilities to ensure production continues unabated. There will be no one left in the lands they conquer. No citizens to conscript. No skills to exploit. Nothing the Empire needs. And they will call it victory.
I like that they're having this extended conversation inside a facility that they've broken into.
The gas is described as a poison, but its actual effect is more arcane in nature. It was created to disrupt the ether in living beings, to bring the flow of their life energies to a standstill. Inhaling even the tiniest amount will cause all bodily functions to cease, much as a potent venom will stop a man's heart.
barracks if you have to. I want this facility secured.
I have more questions, but now is not the time.
You think?
Sir Estinian, I have an offer for you, but I will make it only once. Since it would seem we seek the same answers, you are welcome to join us. From what I hear, you need all the help you can get. In case you don't know, Varys himself confessed that your empire was a creation of the Ascians. I am aware of what his radiance said at the party. Thus I would return to the capital, that I might behold the truth of this corruption with my own eyes. My path leads to Garlemald.
Well, good to know the fight carries on while we're here on the first. Alright, and actually, looks like we can't continue until we reach level 72 anyway. So, let's go do that, that quest that we took. There's another quest over here. Let's see here, it looks like it's upstairs. So let's take a peek at that quest too. See if, maybe it's not upstairs. This whole map is a little confusing, to be perfectly honest. Jump back down this way. Where exactly is this little room? Do these doors? Yeah, alright, cool. Alright, let's talk to Heggy here. Yeah, that's going to give us an Aether Current. So we'll accept this job too. Since it looks like we need to go to Fort Job. And we already managed to get that as one of our teleport areas. Let's go ahead, find it on this long list of places that we have now, and head to Fort Job, and then we'll go to that role quest, see what that's like. Then if we have to, after that, we'll run that first dungeon a couple of times to get up to the level we need to be in. So, we give Chathwick his cookies from Mom. And here we are being an inspiration to people yet again. Oh, wrong button. There we are. So that gave us something. Oh, we need to deliver sandwiches to all the guards. Okay. He's up there, so... run over here to the stairs. Talk to Roldard. Give him his sandwich. Alright, we've eaten our caramels so that we get bonus XP as we fight things. Oh, there's a second Aether Current here. We're definitely going to want that. Here's another guard. We'll get Bjorn his sandwich. I view this as the equivalent of Captain America handing people sandwiches after a fight. Alright, looks like we got a little bit of a jumping puzzle for this one. I hate jumping puzzles. Let's see here. Alright, we can't jump up that way. Looks like... Oh, nope, just a little too short there. Okay. So is it this way then? Up the boxes? Yeah. Sometimes the camera is your own worst enemy in this game, especially when doing stuff like this. Alright, I bet the last guy is up there somewhere. Down here? Yeah, there's Joanric. Give him the last sandwich. Then we can head on back to Chathwick. Turn this quest in. And then we'll head off to deal with that role-specific quest. We'll keep an eye out for some fates while we're out here too. Oh, wait, hold on. Going to the wrong quest marker. There we are, Chathwick. Alright, we've got some grilled rail on top of that aether current. And a nice chunk of XP. Now let's go find that quest marker and carry on with the role-specific quest. Oh, there's another guy with regards to the hunt, so let's go ahead, take him out so we can get credit for that. Alright, Art of War. I gotta get used to the changes they made. I really gotta figure out why it's not letting me dodge things. Again, I was clearly out of that circle. I think my connection's just a little wonky when I try to stream as well as play. Alright, I wasn't out that time. That one was on me. I really should cast a Suna on myself so I can get rid of the heavy. There we are. Help if I hit the right button to do it. I was definitely out that time. 3 more stacks of nuts. We gotta go up and around, back through this guard gate area. The area seems rather large. It's got 2 aetheryte crystals. One for the east and one for the west. Maybe we'll get to the second one as well. Alright, we found Jot? Jot? I already forgotten what we said we were going to call him. Let's go with Jot. Oh, Lillian, glad you found the place all right. Now, for the prey. That'll do. Now I just take a deep breath and... Hey, your mother was a hobgoblin and you ain't much to look at neither. Come here and face me, you craven shite. That was a pretty good insult to get his attention. Okay, this guy sucks. Though Jot lies prone, the creature appears indisposed to cease its rampage. It seems that it will have to be dealt with. Alright, gotta slay the Wolverine. Alright, I did not get hit with that one. And then, there we are again, getting hit by stuff I am definitely not in. Alright, that was cool. What? Alright, the machinist's got a new ability apparently. That was pretty awesome. I think Jot's gonna get us killed. Alright, and back to the Crystarium. But first, let's go ahead and do a few fates here. Got one just over the bend here. That has a great pun name, so I have to go do it. Behind anemone lines. It's too good to pass up. Wow, the monsters here are pretty densely packed. Discovering new locations is also a good way to get some experience as well. looks like we might be the only ones here, so let me summon my... Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to take all these guys out on my own, which is gonna prove to be a bit difficult. Alright, we got somebody here to help us. That's good to see. Few people, actually. Nice. Running low on MP. Not a good sign. Let's pause, heal up Quayo a bit. He's taking a lot of those things to the face here. I really, really could use some hit points right now. Odd that somebody with the character name of Pillow Talk is an RPer. Get everybody close at hand here. Oh, that's a lot of AoEs. So Lucid Dreaming will give us MP over time. But that does not help with the fact that we currently do not have any MP. Oh, so much going on. I can't tell where I'm at. I don't think we got hit by any of that, which is nice. Big old Fate group has come to join us, it looks like. Alright. Managed to get quite a few gems there. Oh, and go right into the next Fate. Nussnacker. Got a tank doing his job and keeping the enemy faced away from us. That is a lot of chocobos too. I wonder how we're doing with regards to our experience in... That's what I'm looking for. Shared Fates, there it is. Okay, so we've got 1 of 6. So it looks like just need to do 4 more after this guy to get a level. Yeah, the fighting outside of the dungeons is a little just point and clicky when it comes to being a healer. But in the dungeon, it was a lot of fun still. I do miss being able to just suck MP from the bad guys. But it looks like our Aether Flow comes back pretty quick. We've got 12 of the bicolor gems. We can hop on our mount. I said we can, oh, dang it, we got aggroed before I could do that. But I want to run to this next fate. Make sure I can participate in that as well. There we are. Looks like I started running a little bit too fast there. Alright, so it looks like they... Oh, okay, there are a bunch here. But it looks like the big group split up a bit. Which is not great. The wargs are a new beastmen race, it looks like. Wonder if they're good wargs and bad wargs, or if they're just bad. Alright. Let me get on my mount, please. Hopefully I can get there in time before this large group finishes off that fate as well. But it looks like they may have been farming fates longer than I have, because they are moving a lot faster than me. That is one of the things you can buy with the bicolor gems, is faster speed with your mounts. Alright. Managed to make it in time. And looks like we'll be able to put in a fair bit of damage. Alright. Looks like we've gotten all the fates off of the board at the moment. Let's go ahead, run to this Aetherite. Attune to that one as well, so we can then teleport back and forth across Lakeland. Looks like there's another fate already starting. Oh, there's 2 on the board. Perfect. Well, still want to attune to this Aetherite. Worst case scenario, we don't get to do either of those fates. And then I'll just run the dungeon again. We're a little over halfway where we need to be. in order to take the next main story quest. So we're doing pretty good there. Alright, back onto our mount. We've now attuned to the Astal Imperative. Bleh. Let's go talk to that botanist. Oh no, it's a pickup one. That's gonna end real quick. Well, we'll just have to get there as fast as we can. Generally with these ones, people will stockpile the stuff that they need to turn in before actually turning it in. And they'll wait until the fate timer's down a bit lower before they do that. Mainly to optimize how many people can get gold for the fate. Almost there. I don't know this one specifically, but if I had to take a guess, I'd say we're probably going to be fighting some of those hop traps and collecting items from their bodies and then giving them to the botanist. I was wrong. We're fighting the big tree guys. Oh, I know which attack we need to keep doing here. Unfortunately, seem to have brought a friend with us. That will hopefully get taken out with all of the AoEs. Alright, we're getting some of this Lakeland lumber. Here I go, getting hit with heavy. Slows us down quite a bit. Taking out these elders. So we actually don't get credit for any of the lumber until we actually talk to the person. Let's go ahead and collect some of this stuff that's already on the ground. Uh-oh, I am aggroing quite a few of them. Unintentionally so. Just trying to pick up some of this fallen lumber. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to pick this up while there's so many of them still standing. But I'm doing a good job of getting a bunch of the lumber, so I'll just be able to turn it all in one fell swoop. Or one swell swoop, whichever you prefer. I'm not exactly sure how many lengths of lumber we have now. I managed to get that one right before he hit me. Which is nice. When I get the 10-minute mark, I'll go ahead and turn mine in. And then head for some of these other fates here. Out of mana again. Alright, I think at this point we have enough that we can turn in. Yeah, 15. It's not bad. Alright, so that's completed. It gives everybody there the opportunity to turn in the rest of theirs. And as soon as we can summon our mount, we'll go ahead and do that. And head over here to the Little Gate of Horrors. Actually, let's head to... Oh, this is the camp where we met that merchant who unfortunately got eaten. Yeah, we're going to head up to this one here, the Economic Peril, since that requires us to guard something. Maybe we're going to head up there. That's a pretty big cliff. Now I am not positive. Oh, looks like that one's gone anyway. Alright, to the Little Gate of Horrors. I do not know if it's possible to change the radio station. But this is one of the radio stations you could listen to on in Final Fantasy 15 while driving in the Regalia, which is the name of the car. Alright. So, is the Riva here? Like everybody's doing their AoEs as they can. I'm definitely getting hit with some of those. Gotta heal myself here. So funny when you get a big pile of creatures and players. You can't really tell what's going on, where you are, which one you are, and how the general fight is going. Oh, for example, I'm nearly dead. Oh no. And I don't have much mana. Oh boy. If you guys could kill some of these, I'd appreciate it. Cover some more mana here. Definitely feeling the pain on this one here. Alright. Wow, there are so many of them. Seal this dancer before they die. Which of course is drawing attention of... hold still, guy. I can't get you. There we are. Alright, so he's all healed. I gotta heal myself. Alright, if somebody could take the aggro for me, I'd really appreciate it. Alright, we managed to finish that one off. And then right back over here. It is pretty nice to get a whole bunch of fates all in a row like this. Come on. Should not be hard data to retrieve. Alright, after this one we'll be able to rank up. And then I think I'll head back to Fort Job. See... Did I miss it? Oh. Alright. I want one more fate. So I can rank up, head back to Fort Job, and see what that gives me in regards to stuff I can purchase with the gems. I think that'll be a fun thing to learn. In the meantime, let me see if I can't find out how you get up there. I have a feeling we just have to follow the trail up and around. Of course. Alright. Let's try and make it to this fate before it's gone. So many people doing the fates, they do go rather quick. But I'd like to get the fates done, see if we can't get to level 72. We'll advance the role specific quest as well. Ooh, excuse me. It's a long night. And then somewhat early morning. And then went and saw Spider-Man. That was a lot of fun. If you go, there are 2 after credit scenes, so make sure you stay for both. A lot of people got up after the first one and left, so they missed the second one. Or they'll just watch it on YouTube. You know. Either works, I guess. Why is everything so far away? I don't know if we're going to make it there before they finish it off, because they're already at 20%. Alright, 30%. It's probably just around this hill or just up the hill, one of the two. There's a cliff in the way, of course. I'll come back for that Aether Current. Alright, looks like it's just a big old guy. Great. Nice. It's not dead yet. Do we need to make sure the job guard stays alive? You know what? In case we do, I'll heal him up. And we'll keep attacking this big guy. Looks like there might be a path up the mountain right over here too, which is pretty cool. Like I said, I just wanted to upgrade my rank. Doesn't look like I get anything that tells me I've upgraded my rank or what that does for me. Alright, looks like I gotta take on the Grey Draco. My fairy, where is Celine? Oh, there she is. She's so tiny. It's hard to see her sometimes. Almost done with this guy. There we are. Alright, let's get that Aether Current. Where does that put me? Oh, we got a lot more to do. Alright. Well, we're fine for now. Let's go ahead. Teleport back to Fort Job. Because we should be another rank higher in the shared fates. Not sure why it struggles so much to retrieve this data. It's going the wrong way. Wait, did it not? Do I need to get a gold in order for it to count? Ah, well that's a pain. Alright, let's hop on our mounts. Try and get a gold in one of these. And then we'll come back here. And we'll hopefully soon be to level 72 so we can continue with the main story quest. This coming week I'll hopefully have some more free time so I can level up between sessions of Final Fantasy XIV when I'm streaming. So you don't have to just watch me run around and do fates the whole time. And we can just continue with the story. If you're enjoying just the fate runs and all the other stuff I do to level up, let me know. And I'll make sure that we just continue to do that on stream. But I imagine that it gets a little dull, especially if I can't make it to the fates on time. I believe that one doubles up and comes back as a second fate. But that might only be if we succeed at the first fate. Alright, we might have to rank up a little bit later. A little disappointed that even though we did finish a fate, we didn't do it fast enough to get the gold. Yeah, this is gone. Alright, let's return to the Crystarium. We'll talk to Giat. We'll talk to and then we'll hopefully talk to the inn owner so that we can continue on with the main quest, but we might not make it to 72 just by turning in the Giat quest. We'll see where we lie and go from there. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to run that dungeon 1 or 2 times. But it was fun to do that, to get used to the changes in Scholar, and see the new dungeon, because the layout was fantastic. We never had one where you're running through a village essentially. Had some where you're running through the cities. There ain't nothing like a flag in a veil after a well-earned victory. I mean, yeah, he didn't really do anything. I didn't say it was my victory. Of course, I did find myself a partner of uncommon skill, so maybe it was. Ha! Whatever you want to call what we just did, doing it helped us understand each other sure enough. I've seen that you're a masterful fighter, and you learned that I'm fearless as the stone, and so a fellowship is forged. Now that I'm sure you won't get yourself killed, I can tell you about the Sin Eater I'm after. It's one of the so-called cardinal virtues, Sophrosine, and it's a nasty piece of work. Each of the virtues looks like one of those fools who brought the flood upon us, but this one takes after the worst of the bunch, Lamit, disgrace to all dwarven kind. Knowing that one of our own people was a warrior of light is bad enough, but Sophrosine being out there, looking all dwarf-like, well, it don't help matters, accursed thing. The Council of Elders, they don't want to live with the shame of Lamat's sins no more. So the head of the council, the elder most elder, stay with me here, gave me this job. Hunt down Sophrosine, slay it, see that it don't keep sullying our good name. I'm our strongest warrior, so if anyone's going to do it, it has to be me. That's fine, I'm more than up for a contest of might. The problem I'm having, though, is that Sophrosine keeps healing itself, and it's, well, deeply annoying. I suppose it's because Lamit herself was some kind of master of the art, but Sophrosine's healing is so powerful that no matter how hard I whack it, I can't leave a scratch. To make matters worse, it also flies around, carefree as you please, resurrecting other sin eaters. We'll be up to our eyeballs in them forever if we can't do something about those curative powers. That's where you come in, right? Yes? Great. With those skills of yours at hand, we'll find a way to put an end to this stain of my people's history once and for all. You might not have heard, but the tales say that Lamet roamed the land without her helm. She willingly showed her face to those who weren't kin. She knew full well that it would dishonor her and us all, and she did it anyway. Then there's the part about bringing doom on all the world. Not one of our taboos, really, but it's generally frowned upon. And now she's back, face bare to the world, a sin eater. What could make a dwarf go so wrong? Ah, but we have ale to drink and sin eaters to hunt, in that order. You healed my body sure enough, but I'll need a few more flagons to restore my vigor, and by a few, I mean about 100. Come and find me later. Alright, well that's our first role-specific quest completed. And looks like, yeah, the second one is locked until we are level 72. So yeah, looks like we're going to need to do a couple runs of the dungeon to get ourselves leveled up. So if you missed it in the first episode, or in the last episode of this, you'll get a second chance at seeing it. But first, I'm going to go ahead, take a quick break, refill my waters, refill my tea, and then we'll hop right into the dungeon. And since I'm a healer, it should be pretty quick to get in there. Oh, excuse me. So, yeah, hang tight. I'll be right back. Alright, thanks for bearing with me there. Got my water all refreshed, my tea is steeping. Let's real quick teleport back to where we can turn in our old currency for the new stuff. Where is that? Oh man, there's so many different places to teleport now. Alright, Prolgar's Reach, that's where we want to go. And then we'll get ourselves into the queue for the dungeon. So this is the main hub for the last expansion pack, Bloodstorm. We want Tombstone Exchange. Alright, so this is where we can use that. What do we do with the old stuff? Oh, nothing there. Let's do mega parts. Gear exchange, maybe? Nope. Alright. Nope, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Figure it out later. Let's go ahead. Queue for Holminster Switch again. And actually, while it does that, and we are not. Oh, alright, never mind. We're heading in. I have an idea of the other place we might need to go in order to trade those in, but we'll have to wait until we are back out of the dungeon to do so. Greeting my party. Letting them know that still not up to snuff with the scholar changes, so maybe not run off too far, too fast. And I somehow aggroed way back here, but that's fine. Oh, cool. And this looks like it's, he's playing the gun class. Gunbreaker, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Gunbreaker. Very cool. It's always a good idea to just be pleasant with everybody in your party. Most people are pretty accepting of the fact that you're going to make mistakes, especially after a patch just releases and everything is all new and confusing. So first bless, I wonder if that means they've gotten further into the campaign, and that has something to do with the first world, which we are on. Definitely playing up to the Vieira's design choices, if you will. See far more skin on our tank than any of the other classes. It's a little silly. And we can go ahead and use the last of our Aether Flow. So if you saw me run this dungeon last time, nothing new. Still fighting the evil bears, the evil scorpions. Definitely feel like I'm getting more comfortable with the Arcanist changes. So I don't feel like I'm gonna screw that up as much as I did the first run through. Oh, okay, cool. So Lustrate doesn't have a cooldown anymore. That's really good to know. Just uses up some of my Aether Flow. But since I'm trying to use it up most of the time, that's not a bad thing. Because then I can get my MP back. Which is definitely the one part that I'm having the most trouble with, especially when I'm trying to be helpful when there are big groups of enemies like this. Alright, we're back to the first mini-boss. This is the one who killed our friend. The Forgiven Dissonance. Not what I meant to hit, but okay. Get out of that. And then I gotta run over here. I think I managed. There we go. Oh, back up out of that. And we've got everything sorted. Go ahead and get everybody all healed up. And get ourselves out of the way here. Oh, looks like we picked the wrong spot to stand in. Wrong button. There we are. Give myself some MP regeneration now. Alright, I think I'm getting the hang of the changes more and more. Oh no. Did we make it in time? Yeah! Well, most of us. It's alright, I can heal this guy. Let's put that on him. That was one of our team members using the limit break, by the way. You see the limit break gauge up at the top left. That builds up over time as we give and take damage. I'll greed that and greed that because I can't use either of those. And it looks like we're doing this dungeon with people who've already done it a few times. A switch gremlin. Interesting. I completely missed that the first time people came through here. I'm really enjoying the naming of the bad guys in this expansion. Pretty sure I mentioned that last time too, but still stands. Really liking the fact that they are named after sins that are being forgiven. And at the rate we're going, we'll probably reach the level 72 by the time we finish this dungeon. Hopefully I got that off in time. Looks like I did. Go ahead and let our fairy do a lot of the healing for us now. Then we'll go ahead and turn that off. Oh, still not ready for that yet. Two, one. There we are. 4, 1, and there we are. We got ourselves all the healing that we want to get in place. I'll go ahead and open the treasure chest while we're here. So, doing an okay job of keeping up on the healing. It is interesting having to actually give the fairies command rather than just letting them do it on their own. Never really ran into too much trouble in terms of making sure everybody was healed properly when just letting the fairy do what it wanted to do. But I guess there was enough of a problem with that they changed how that works. Tesleen, that was her name. I feel bad that I keep forgetting because it was supposed to be this really dramatic moment. But we only knew her for a little bit, and I had already forgotten what her name was. I cannot remember how this was supposed to go, but I think we did alright. Give ourselves some more MP regen. I think we just want to stay out of the line of the attacks. Basically, we just don't want to be bunched up and get in the right order. Got myself all MP'd up again. Yeah, just as was to be expected, half of our party are the Viera. Usually when a new race is released, people flock to it. And in this case, it's the Vera, since they all have to be female. And they are bunny people. Oh, alright, I'm going to move over here, stay out of the way of other players. Let's go ahead and do a big heal for the whole team. Get everybody some more shields back. Get Darius ready. Oh, they didn't even change their name. That's too funny. The name is still Darius, despite the fact that they are clearly playing a female character. Not getting much luck with regards to healing items. We already have the Earrings of Casting, so we're not going to try and get those again. Yeah, more and more stuff that's not terribly helpful to us. Why is none of my stuff healing the way it's supposed to? Because everything is new and I keep hitting the wrong buttons. It's alright though, he's still alive, that's the part that matters. Alright, we'll have the fairy pump him up for the next like 15 seconds or so. And there we go, leveled up. And I now got Broil 3, so that'll be helpful. Get everybody some shields. Get our big guy ready. Yeah, The healing is definitely more frantic. And I don't know if that's because of the changes or just because I'm not very good. It could be either. Alright. Here comes some more. Yeah, they are chewing through his health when they're in a big group like this. So I know with Fantasia, with Potions of Fantasia, you can change your appearance, including your race, but I don't know if that means you can also change your name. Which might be why this guy is still called Darius despite changing to a female-only race. Just drop that down there. Get him healing. Get ourselves some more MP. But the real problem is actually running low of our what is it called? Aether flow charges. I think I might be overusing the Aether flow abilities. Ah, dang, it's the earring. We already have those. Yeah, it won't let us get them again. Which is unfortunate. I don't know what the Lakeland Claws are. They're a rogue item? Oh, ninja item. Oh, okay, it's their weapon. Well, here's hoping Philia will have an item for us. Now, if I remember correctly, this guy has abilities where you need to pay attention to his body more than more than the AoE indicator. I'm not exactly sure why I took so much damage there, but okay. Oh, this one I definitely want to get out of the way first. Which I managed to do. That did not help at all with our one guy who was trapped. Sorry about that. Fey Illumination is... Oh, want to go to this side. Oh, come on. Man, the delays I am having right now is just killing me. Literally. Want to make sure we're out of that. I would like to get the healing off. There we go. Alright. Should be able to do one more. Perfect. Apparently I took damage at some point. I think I moved a little too close to the bad guy that time. That was what did it to me. Definitely able to get out of the way this time. It looks like he's going to throw change on somebody. Oh, my bio's also upgraded. Nice. We'll show those off once we get out of the dungeon. The animation for Broil 3 is really cool. Watch the area in front of the character. Let me cast a little bit of healing first. Alright, here we go. Yeah, just check that out. So nice. Oh, I hit the wrong button, but we made it. Alright. I'll go ahead and give the commendation to Darius. And I didn't die this time, which is better than last time, so I'm improving. Alright, let's real quick take a look at what we got when we leveled up. So, level 72, we get Biolysis. It deals unaspected damage over time, just like Bio did. We had been using Bio 2, which is all the way, we learned that all the way back at level 26. So it had a potency of 40 over 30 seconds. Biolysis has a potency of 60 over 30 seconds. Broil 3 deals 280 unaspected damage. Broil 2 was doing 260, so it's a minor increase, not super great. It looks like we don't get anything else until level 74. Looks like they may have done away with our job specific quests, where you go and you learn these things from a specific job story mission. And it looks like you just get them. Real quick, let me teleport over to where I thought I might be able to turn in these gems, if you will. Not gems, excuse me, tomes. Tomes. Turn those in. See if they'll be useful with regards to our new tombstones. That's not it. More of the poetic stuff. No. Might just be something we have to hang on to until we get further into the main story. So let's go ahead, turn to Crystarium, get right back into the main story quest, yeah? the wrong way. Okay, I'm just gonna teleport there. The pendants? I think that was the name of where the rooms are. Yeah, alright. So much new information so quickly, I tend to forget what some things are. Oh, begging your pardons, miss, but do you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you not to stray too far from the Crystarium. Word has it, Yulmore has dispatched its military to Lakeland. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of night. Even now, the Exarch is in his ocular, deliberating a response. Alright, looks like we are going to be fighting Yulmore first. And our caramels just wore off. I should be fine for a little bit longer before having to mend. Thought it said, oh, not what I meant to open. Thought it said something about robes, but that might just be what we're wearing. No, we did get the Lakeland Robe of Healing, which is better than what we're currently wearing. So let's go ahead, equip that, and update the gear set. So there you go. You can see that we got gives more vitality, critical hit, mind, and piety, as well as increasing our defense and magic defense. Talk to the gatekeep so we can go talk to the Exarch in his ocular. I think that's what I'm going to call my room from now on, the ocular. Casting from my ocular. Alright.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a problem.
Oh, he's got a view screen and everything.
Lacks a loft here in England. Its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light. Their emissary makes it very clear he was responsible.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. It was inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
Remember, Yulmore seems to be working in league with the Sin Eaters.
Lord, I have come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would. Everyone gather round.
Does he just want to present a force of arms?
I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish.
Ah, nope. Just gonna make us invisible. That's pretty cool.
Enter.
I believe this was the guy who was making fun of, or commenting on how childish the leader of the Yulmore was.
Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Margit?
If you're a fan of the original Dragon Ball, it's This guy reminds me of the assassin who trained Tien.
Dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is your most interest in this?
His Benevolence, Lord Vorthry, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
So it looks like the Yulmor are playing their hand.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the Night Sky. If Yulmor considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, maggots in its rotting corpse, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to Yulmor.
You made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthry. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmor's mercy.
He even does the same stance as that guy. Wish I could remember his name.
One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistants. Know you of whom I speak?
That would be us.
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
I have a feeling he'll be a mini boss fight at the very least, if not a full boss fight.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did. The general is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmor's army since before Vorthry's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army for so long without possessing exceptional instincts. If Yulmor chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for
Yulmorian's seeming nicer and nicer.
To delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Luxon Loft were observed taking a prisoner. A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light, Minfilia.
Oh.
It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmor before commencing hostilities. Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Wait, what? Yeah, wait, what?
How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Muren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alizoe, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer, no doubt.
Right? Though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
Looks like everywhere we go, we end up in the middle of a war. I like the floor setup because you got the source and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 shards. And then I'm guessing this is to signify the links between them? Or just constellations? I'm not quite sure. But it's a neat little design for the floor. But off to the library. Cabinet of Curiosity, that's what it was called. I'm just realizing just how boring these robes look compared to the previous ones. I think it's just the brown. I'm not a big fan. But we'll keep them until we find something better. Still not entirely sure how we got these robes. Because they didn't show up in any of the treasure chests, which is usually how you go about getting getting new items. It's where we equipped it. There's the stuff that was in the last treasure chest. Yeah, it looks like it was just placed into my armory chest after we beat the main guy. Neat. I wonder if that's a new feature of the expansion. Alright, up the stairs we go. And here we are. Morin? Yes, if you're after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid most are out on loan at present. They're experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light? Then it would be my pleasure to assist. After I've finished off some few outstanding tasks, that is. While I attend to them, perhaps you could fetch me a book to illustrate a tale of the Oracle of Light, it's called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter, and the artwork is quite lovely besides. I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfilia. But you must see for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should, I say, for while there is a place for everything here, not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck! That was very helpful. Alright, let's see if we can't track down the book. Should be on this level. So let's check this towering shelf. The book does not appear to be there. Oh, this is a sightseeing area. So we stand in it and hit view. Or, sorry, look out. We completed sightseeing log entry number 003. That was an easy one to stumble across. Alright, so it's not here. Let's head down a level. Got another towering shelf we can examine. Alright. Just as our eyes begin to blur, we found the book. So we run back up the stairs. And talk to Morin. Have you found the book? Yes, this is the one. I hope it wasn't too difficult to track down. I'm happy to say I've finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin learning at once. Without further ado, then. It began 100 years ago, when the flood of light threatened to swallow Nordfrant. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance, a maiden with hair of spun gold and eyes of clearest sapphire. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm she came to be revered as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace, but 15 years later, her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. I love the art. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Vobort, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. One with hair spun of gold and eyes of clear sapphire. She was hailed as the Oracle Reborn, and came to likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Yulmarin army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath she whispered unto her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the selfsame eyes, that selfsame hair, and those selfsame powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Yulmor, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. And that concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvrant on numerous occasions, and were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps, the truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or the knowledge of her previous incarnations. All of the Minfilius thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not, but all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? She was found by the Yulmaran army some 10 years ago and taken into their care. Or rather, their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name, for by that time, under Lord Vothry's rule, Yulmar had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. For a long while we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was in Yulmoran's best interest for her to remain under their control. But then, 3 years ago, a gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from their clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Indeed. Well, I believe we now have a good grasp on Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morin. Might I trouble you for a word, Lilin? Outside. Alright, let's see what Alphanode and Alizé have to say. Let's see here, the door's this way. So we'll just take the shortcut. And we'll talk to Alphanode. As you have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own Thancred. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Heidelin's emissary to halt the flood of light. It could only be her that the people of the First witnessed 100 years ago, the original Oracle of Light. But while there's plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking in your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Miss Minfilia, just spit it out. It just so happens I agree with you. It's quite clear that this Minfilia possesses Heidelin's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side. Right, Lilin? White. I see you've made up your minds. Exarch, what brings you here? Us, obviously, idiot. Report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that the Yulmoran forces at Laxenloft do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yulmar ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up as lost. So if we mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. That's a little shocking. Wonder what he means by that. And we'll find out in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead, refill my tea and water one more time, and be right back. Alright, let's see what the Crystal Exarch has to say for himself. And we'll get some new hats. I like hats. And this one will actually be better than what we have. One thing I do like about Final Fantasy XIV, and I don't know if it's common in other MMOs, I haven't really played much of them, but you can have it show your hat or not. Since I like my hair so much, I tend to keep the hat hidden. Let's go ahead and accept his proposal. Let's see what that means.
You are doubtless eager to attempt Martha's rescue, and with your combined strength you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary. It was not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope for the future of Northrend. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the light ones, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you.
I wonder if he's slowly turning into a Sin Eater, and that's what's up with his
I thank
hands
you
and
for
whatnot.
such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war.
I like how varied this
Don't be mistaken.
city is.
We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide.
Most of the other cities, they're like one particular race is in charge, and so they're
My heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years.
one race is in charge, so they're the ones that you see in all the cutscenes.
Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Northrend deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmore's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. Flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Why? They can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
I like these people.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world begin to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never
I like Cassard. He's my favorite.
Fair deal if it came up and kissed him on the arse.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sinities, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's ultimatum.
Here, here!
Here, here.
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
And there you have it. If Yulmor wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. So as well.
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
My lord, our proposed
I like that they have
is as follows.
lemon trees growing inside.
Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure. At the same time, scatter dream powder from the air. Not all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. Cease your preparations.
Sorry, getting a little peckish, so just
Exciting crimes.
looking to order a sandwich.
Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at ignorance.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Alright. Let's see what Lena has for us to do. So, you'll be joining the Guard, but however highly the XR thinks of you, you'll receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? I'd say it's crystal clear. Where's your salute, soldier? Alright, so this is, Oh, okay, we did the salute automatically. Usually when they ask for a specific thing like that, they want us to emote, but looks like they cut out the middleman this time. Better. More spirited than the Exarch's feeble attempts, certainly. Now, first things first. You will need uniforms. Go to the Crystalline Mean and report to Catless. She will see you measured and fitted. Alright, looks like we're gonna wear a guard uniform. Don't need to go too far for that, so I'm not going to bother to teleport. Oftentimes when they have you wear a uniform, it replaces the equipment that you're currently using. I'm hoping they managed to fix that for this, and it's just like a glamour thing that you can put on. Still just keep your current equipment equipped. It's just more annoying than anything. It doesn't really affect your character in any way. Usually speaking, anyway. Oh, good. There's a mender. Let's hit him up on our way. Oh, no, I want to repair gear. And we'll repair all. And be on our way. There's Catless. Ah, and there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way. We'll see to it you look your dashing best for your first outing. Alice and Alphanode don't look any different. And neither do we. Oh, okay, they were just getting the numbers. I see. How goes it? I already forgot the voice I gave Luna. Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's a ready fit. But we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then. See to it, and have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amuro to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume that's the word to be part of said unit? Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying from Fort Job and the other from the Ostel Imperative. You and Alphanode will join the former. Lillian, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. Glad I got that Aetheryte tuned. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesamile at Spagarix. She will issue with a serum to ward off the effects of dream powder. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we will see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may make use of an Amuro from the Rookery, after you have collected the serum, of course. Oh, this is because I need to be a crafter or gatherer class. Where are we heading? Well, not this way, because that's all barred off. Someone underneath us. Oh, fastest way there. I'm going to stop with the voices for a little bit. There's been a lot of talking. All right. We'll take the take our medicine. I like the doctor. She's fun. Although, I don't think she quite understands what enjoyment looks like. Oh, do we have to take an MRO? Well then, maybe it was a waste of my time to run up there. Alright, let's go ahead and get our new hat equipped right away. Just a matter of finding it in this mess. Alright, so this is the 395 one. We've got 390 currently. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade our hat. An iridescent hat of healing. Alright. So we can switch them out. It looks like a milkman's hat. Gonna go ahead and leave that unequipped. We can actually do an item comparison with what we had previously. So we can see we gained 4 defense, 6 magic defense, increased our vitality by 7, our mind by 5, our critical hit only by 2, and instead of determination it gives us piety. So just a little bit of different stuff there. Determination affects the amount of damage dealt by physical and magic attacks, as well as the amount of HP restored by healing spells. Piety affects MP regeneration, and since our regeneration rate has been a little on the low side, I think the extra piety is going to be better for us anyway. Alright, a weapon that we're not going to need, because our weapon is level 400, but an Aether Current, so that's helpful. Alright. Looks like we get to get close to where we're headed, not all the way to where we're headed. It's not too bad. Let me finish ordering my sandwich here. Oh, and it just drops us off right here. Perfect. Sorry for the delay here. But I am hungry, so definitely want to get some food ordered. There we go. Submitting my order now. I'll just set my phone to buzz so I know when they're here. Alright, let's continue on. I'll probably have to pause briefly when food gets here so I can pick it up. But that shouldn't take too long. And I'll avoid eating on camera. I'm not a big fan when other people do it, so I'll avoid doing it to you guys as well. Okay. Well, looks like we need to actually... Oh, we're already mounted. Okay, where are we taking this thing? Alright, there. So, we'll just go ahead and run that way, since it's part of the quest anyway. It looks like we're going to take a few hits along the way, but not too bad. I like how pleasant the mounted music is for these guys. Nice and relaxing. They're not as cute as the chocobos. There's the Embrasure, again, where we met our merchant friend who ended up dying. So far, all the friends we make here end up dying, so hopefully that trend stops. Alright, just about where we need to drop off the Amaro. That looks like a destination marker to me. Okay, well, looks like we're just going to ride this all the way to the Imperative anyway. That's somebody who's found all the Aether Currents flying up there. I like that you can see their shadow too, so you know they're there. It's kind of fun. Looks like we should... Oh no, there's a wall in the way, so we'll follow the path. As I immediately miss side turn. Back on the road. Easy peasy. Oh, that's cool. It's got a little jump animation with its wings. Alright, we have completed our delivery, and we've made it to the Imperative. Oh, excuse me. Alright, back to the captain to report that we are here. Alright, got that Aether Current. Perfect. And like I said, the weapon that we were just given is not as good as the one we currently have. Alright, well it looks like we're going to end up having to wear the Crystarium outfit, which is going to make all of our stats terrible. Alright, looks like we're beating the birds. And looks like we got a few people here who might have some quests for us to get. Yeah, some more Aether Currents. So, something to do once we hit a stall point in the main story again, where our level is not high enough. Alright, we get the food. Now I just need to go find the birds to feed it to. Okay, their call is a lot cuter than the chocobos, even if the birds themselves are not that cute. Must be above us. Up we go. Yeah, there it is. The Indolent Armor Room. What does indolent mean? Oh, lazy. Okay. Alright, we got the lazy one. Now the anxious one. And last but not least, the equable. Another word I need to look up. Okay. Calm and even-tempered. And there we go. It has been raining ever since we got back in the game. I wanted to see how the sky looks without the light constantly being there, but just no luck. Yes, the Amaro are fed. I like how all of their blessing phrases reference darkness and night, as opposed to day and light, or all the things like you would generally consider to be better to have bless you. But since light is a curse here, it makes sense. It's a tall tower. Up further still? Alright. Alright, they did not skimp on this watchtower. So much height. Hey, another sightseeing thing. Would probably be even better if it wasn't raining. You can't really see that far at all. Oh, okay. That's cool. So they did fix it so that we don't need to switch out our gear and whatnot. It just glamours it for us. I am thoroughly happy for that. I'd rather not jump into this right away because I will have to step away to grab my food, and if there's a time limit, it doesn't stop. And there's no way to stop it. So we're gonna hold off for just a second. Wait a minute. Did it say I needed 395 for the item level? Oh, it sinks to 395. Okay. Well, for now, let's jump back down. Oh boy. That is a long jump. It took me all the way down to 1 hit point. But like I said, as long as you're not in combat, it won't affect you. But my fairy's gonna just keep spamming heals until I'm healed. I'm gonna go ahead and take the quest for the Aether Current. I won't do them at the moment, but that way they'll be in my journal for stuff to finish, so that I can fly around. Alright, we're gonna have to rescue a Emerald rider who was knocked off. We'll run over this way, get this quest as well. Alright, looks like this is just a delivery quest. We can take care of that later. And then finally, this guy up on the stairs. Looks like our time with Quayo has expired. That's alright. Yeah, you can't really use them in the quest instances anyway. Well, this one sounds like we stay in the area, so we can go ahead and accomplish that while we wait for my food. Oh no. I may need to stand corrected because none of them are at our level. Alright, looks like we're going on that really tall tower again. Oh, that was a dramatic music shift. Alright, let's check up here for any of those holes we need to fix. There we go. is, the reinforcing mortar. That's one. Here comes two. And it looks like we need to go up higher for the other two. Right, looks like we're at the right level. Oh, maybe it's just up a little bit more. There we are. One more. And then that last one, it's actually below us, okay. Where did we miss it? Oh, there it is. Alright, so we've completed that quest. We can turn it in when we're done with the main story quest here. Good little diversion while we wait for my food. Set up this way here. Alright. So I'll actually be right back. Gonna go ahead, pause here, get my food, and eat. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hopefully you'll stick around so we can experience the story some more together. Alright, be right back.